Hello, Carl here with Sustainability Theory News. We're over at vergepermaculture.ca. They have an article, The Hidden Risks of Autonomous Farming, Part 1. They talk about lost knowledge and what do the pyramids and automated farming have in common? Well, people forgot how to make pyramids. And they're not just the Egyptian pyramids as shown here, but there are hundreds of pyramids throughout pretty much every continent in the world. And we can't reproduce these pyramids. I remember hearing about a Japanese construction company who tried to reproduce a pyramid using modern construction techniques and failed. The stonework, the cutting of it is just so precise. The laying of it is so precise. And how they lifted those heavy stones, well, the subject for how they did it is certainly up for debate, but the point is, regardless of how it happened, we as humans forgot how to do it. And that is one of the dangers the author talks about in this article of automated farming. It becomes so easy, we forget how to do it. I remember growing up, I didn't have a smartphone, and I just memorized all the phone numbers I needed to remember. Nowadays, with a smartphone, I hardly know any phone numbers by heart. I still remember my childhood phone number. That's just another example of lost knowledge. Farming is also very important. They talk about hunting and gathering. Before we had agriculture, a lot of us were hunters and gatherers. But as we grew more reliant on farming, we lost some of those hunting and gathering abilities. Modern farming, with industrial farming, we became reliant on plows and fertilizers, pesticides, chemical inputs that were expensive and not sustainable to maintain from either a business standpoint or an environmental standpoint. We have forgotten how to do things naturally. So maybe automated farming is great, and I think there are certainly many benefits to it, especially since the average American farmer is something like 59, 60 years old. They're not going to be able to do a lot of heavy lifting for the rest of their lives. And it's going to be hard to replace all those farmers as well. So having more automation will have many benefits, but we shouldn't take humans out of the equation entirely. And they talk about subsidizing a subset of farmers to continue to farm. I don't think that's going to be entirely necessary. There's always going to be some human interaction. And you also have people like the Amish in different cultures that want to preserve that old way of doing things. But just because the Amish currently do it doesn't mean most of our people are going to farm organically, right? What are your thoughts on it? Please leave them in the comments below. I will link to this article in the description if you want to read more about it. And if you'd like to see more news headlines like this, subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.